yeah, if JoeOne can get his tanks sieged up outside this planetary, and he does, he could set the stage for a good position for him. And here we go. Laying siege to that planetary fortress out of the range of planetary fortress, and the Marines are just going to go ahead and stim. Big stim goes down. They're going to take on try and get a better firing arc, but they don't. Mr. Grumpy actually has a great firing arc on JoeOne, and JoeOne just gets absolutely destroyed by the firing arc of Mr. Grumpy, and the engagement was just not very good.
Wow.
JoeOne. Wow. Joe played so carefully the whole game. He did decide to engage when he was outsupplied. So I think he missed a couple of good timings. And if you take a look, all of Mr. Grumpy's units are 1-1 with upgrades right now. And to the 0-1 of JoeOne, if you will.
Yes.
So 175 to 135. Joe's not completely out of this yet. However, at this point, you do see that Mr. Grumpy is taking a third at his fourth, if you will.
I do see that Newbie McNew is a little upset with the games he played today. Newbie, if you want to feel better about yourself, dude, I will play you again. And we'll get that remedy, whatever's going on with this.
But look at this next engagement, and Mr. Grumpy has gone ahead and thrown his army away. Oh my gosh, epic battle. JoeOne's still in it. Now JoeOne has got the supply lead, 137 to 200 versus 106 to 190. JoeOne back in business. I said don't count him out, don't call it a comeback. Let's just see if he doesn't go ahead and miss more timings. He's got to be careful still. He's got to stay ahead in supply. He's got to keep upgrading. He's got to keep macroing.
Yeah, this is definitely all you, man, because I cannot see this in real time. There's way too much going on in this thing.
Mr. Grumpy has decided to donate a small force outside the third of JoeOne, and I'm not sure why. If Joe spots that, those are going to be free units. Looks like 3 Marauders and about 4 Marines, and he's just going to miss it. He's not going to see it. Oh, map awareness, so crucial, so very important. And we see a drop has been loaded for JoeOne. And now it's his turn to be the aggressor. He goes ahead and he drops into the main of Mr. Grumpy, and the force I was talking about runs into the main of the other close spawn position. I don't know what that was about, but right now, again, poor choice, poor room for an engagement for JoeOne, as JoeOne is now sort of equalizing counts, and he's decided to go ahead and engage in a not. But look at this, elevatoring his Marines up. Now there's a good decision, making the bio actually have to run laps and covering with the siege tank from the low ground, spotting the medevac. Oh, the medevac gets taken out. The medevac was giving vision to that siege tank. Still a very even matchup here. It is now 3 base to 4 base though, in Mr. Grumpy's favor.
Goodness. This is awesome. This is awesome. Wish we could be there with you.
Oh, big drop loaded for Mr. Grumpy. Big drop. Not going to be too sneaky with it as he flies right on to that free siege tank. Good drop. JoeOne's got to be careful here. Yeah, the supplies are equal. They are just now getting the equal base. But Mr. Grumpy has just been the aggressor the whole game. And in the engagements Joe has chosen to go ahead and take on, he hasn't had the best firing arcs in those engagements. He's kind of just A-moved his army. Not the best position. Big drop into the main of JoeOne now. Mr. Grumpy has set his sights on that barracks. That barracks will go down. JoeOne a bit slow to respond to this. Second barracks going to go down. Supply depot going to go down. These Marines wreck and chop. And now, here we see JoeOne going ahead, and actually a little bit of miss micro from Joe. He had the better firing arc when he closed in. Oh man, Mr. Grumpy just having his way with the main. Not looking good at this point for Joe, and he's going to load up, tuck tail, and run out of there. Wow, completely mined out.
Sorry for all you guys that are listening if I'm like not saying anything. It's because I'm not in game. I don't know what's going on in real time. And Tom's just doing a great job, so I will just try to talk to you guys in chat. Space. But keep going, Tubby. You're doing great.
Yeah, no, Orajasser missed his cue to call. Missed the game, so he's on the stream like everybody else. The Blue Flame Hellions finally coming in trying to do something, but taking on a command center I don't think is a good choice, especially when it's morphing to a planetary. So, but he may have the backup force here to overwhelm, which I think he does. Yep, plenty of bio. This planetary will go down quite quickly, actually. Drop also in the main of JoeOne. Joe's struggling to stay alive at this point. 141 supply, and Mr. Grumpy is maxed. Was maxed a moment ago as he moves into the third of JoeOne. Planetary just doing work, but gonna get destroyed. There it goes. Yeah, this is it for JoeOne. Of course, it's become too big, has overwhelmed him, and is just gonna go ahead and push straight through his third is natural, and wouldn't surprise me if he eventually makes his way all the way into the main with this push. 86 supply to 186. And there it is. Capitulation from JoeOne, the GG.
Fantastic game between those two guys. That was, yeah, that was a complete back and forth by both sides. Epic,
super
epic
entertaining, and that's why I love casting the Bronze Silver League with you, Alex, especially when you're in the game.